video because I realized so much of what I do on my YouTube channel. I'm answering questions. I'm mostly answering questions. I'm giving you guys the formulas to the music industry, and I'm sharing all this stuff with you guys. And as I'm sitting here today working, I had an epiphany because I was like, I've been lying to everybody. Like, not that I'm lying about the music business as a whole, just like our success. One of the main questions I get constantly, guys, from you are, how did we make it? What do I need to do to make it? Number one question I get, how do I make this happen, big dog? And the thing that I've been doing is giving you everything but the real. 15 years ago, we had been working with artists, we was doing so much. And we had established our own little level of success. You guys would consider success working with these artists, but we was not successful. What I realized really determined our success was the hunger. We couldn't feed our babies. It was a day by day feeding our babies. We didn't get food stamps. Lights was being threatened to get cut off every day. We had paying money every other day to get lights turned on or stay on. You know, dodging the rent man. All these different things we had to deal with. And I didn't realize this. But truth be told, our success came from hunger. Our success came from the struggle. Our success came because we had to worry about whether my baby's gonna have lights on the next day, or if they needed food on the table. You want to succeed in the music industry? Take away everything you have. Take away everything you own. Treat yourself like you are a stranger in your own house. Treat yourself like tomorrow they coming to cut the lights off, they're coming to take the car, they're coming to do all that. That is the secret behind our success. That is the truth. Only until we get out of our comfort zone do we actually make it. As long as you have stuff that you rely on, as long as you have jobs and things that you could turn back to, and you're trying to make it in the music industry, you have a crutch. The thing that we define as the hustle, the thing that we define as the just do it, the drive, the motivation. There ain't no greatest motivation than knowing I may be out in the streets tomorrow. My children may be on the street tomorrow. We may be sleeping in a car tomorrow. The lights can be turned off and I got my mother and them coming down out of town tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to eat tomorrow. I don't know how my baby's going to eat tomorrow. Everyone who has succeeded, and I had to think about this, it ain't about all the stuff that you guys know. Everyone who has succeeded, from the Tyler Perry, look at his story. Magic Johnson, look at his story. Look at every comedian, every artist who has a real story or motivation, even gangster rappers, Nipsey Hussle. They all had a drive. They was forced to be successful because they had no other option. Take away the options and you'll find that success. Take away that thing that y'all are so dependent on and you will find your success. Treat yourself, as I just said on my Instagram, treat yourself like you're a stranger in your house. Because when you're in somebody else's house, right, and you know that you really don't have money to be paying them, so you're using a little bit of water when you're showering, you're washing all the dishes and putting it back, you're using just a little, just enough, so that you're not a nuance to them. Because you're appreciative of them allowing you to let you stay in the house. When you do yourself that way in the music business, when you treat yourself like that in your house, you will succeed. Because it's only the drive. It's only the drive. If I stop doing YouTube videos, matter of fact, I think I'm going to stop doing YouTube videos because you guys got other people to watch. Y'all can go watch the Curtis Kings and the Brand Man Shines and the Rob Smart Rapper and all these different people. That's fine. And I love all them brothers. I love them 100%. So that's not to denote them. But let me just take away my shit for a while. Because that's what I'm trying to say, man. I'm trying to say to you guys, listen, look me in my eyes. We made it 15 years ago because we couldn't feed our babies. It was a struggle. We had to still go and do illegal stuff in the street. We had to do that. I want you to understand what I'm going to say to you. There's mothers that when the husband leaves them or cheat them or they getting beat up and going through domestic violence and the husband he uses his power move, I'm gonna take everything I bought. You can't have nothing. I'm taking the car back. I'm taking the house back. I'm taking all that. Now figure out how you're gonna do it. Women, find a way to do it. I watch my mother do it. I watch great women do it. When a woman is taken, if everything is taken away from a woman, that mother, that instinct, that creator in her, the survivor in her, finds a way to make it. If you want to be successful in this music industry, you have to take away the things that make you comfortable. Treat the music business like it's your only source of income. Treat the music business like my babies won't eat if I don't get a beat sale. My babies won't eat if I don't get a stream. My lights will be off. I will not be able to take care of my family if I don't make this work. I guarantee you, you trying to get $150 for a beat, you trying to get top dollar and be this prolific musician goes out the window. You'll be trying to say, right now, $20 will allow me to go to the dollar store to feed my babies today. Oh, and I got a promise of another $20 tomorrow? I promise you that. You guys want to make it? That's how you'll make it. So I'm saying all this to you to say, take away the comfort zone. Take away the things you depend on. Because even though we have money, the reason why I still work and the reason why we still work and the reason why we're not doing and why we're trying to build this legacy is so I ain't got to worry about whether my children, the lights are going to get turned off on my children. You can have $1,000,000 in the bank and that means nothing. If you're not doing anything to replenish the water, I tell people this constantly. I just had this conversation with a producer the other night. If my circle around me is all dependent on me, and I'm the source, I'm that pond that everybody's drinking out of and relying on the fish to come from, and no one is restocking the pond, no one is doing a rain dance to make it rain, eventually the pond will dry up. So you have to keep business going. Your motivation should be after you find that level of success that once you see I can make money doing this, you should go 20 times harder to generate 20 times the example of this small success that you found. So if you went out and you sold 10 CDs, literally you went and sold physical CDs to people who don't even listen to CDs, then you know that there's a market for people that's going to do it. But how will you do it? It'll be your drive. Bro, before we made it, we were at least gold songwriters sitting on the streets in Tampa and Orlando selling CDs. 5 for $20. But we got songs under our belt. Money wasn't coming in. Money wasn't right. Whatever it took, that's the secret. That's what I wasn't being truthful about. You can know everything. Finding out how the music business works is the easy part. At the end of the day, it's you. At the end of the day, it's your drive. At the end of the day, it's your determination. No different than me. I'm on here now. Every little penny counts. Whether it's 1 cent YouTube revenue, ad revenue, whether it's one producer that purchased membership to the website, whether it's a real estate deal, whether it's rent, all that plays a part and is a part of my continued drive. When you don't get sleep, when you don't get anything, because I've experienced what it's like to have to worry about your children only eating one time a day, or your children coming and saying, we're hungry. And you're going and taking $10 and making a meal and trying to make that $10 spread. You understand what I'm saying to you? Y'all want to know the secret to making it in the music industry? That is it. Take away everything. Take away everything. I guarantee you go to looking at every avenue you can to make money right now. You understand? So let your drive, let your focus be the struggle. Treat your whatever level of success like you haven't succeeded at all. Act like you don't have a job to go to tomorrow. Act like you don't own real estate. Act like you don't have a hustle game or a weed game. Act like none of that exists, and tomorrow they're going to cut your lights off, and then apply that to going online and doing your music business. They're cutting your lights off tomorrow. Now go online, and all those people that was interested in your beats, all that company that was interested in your music, the $10 sale that you had, the guy was negotiating, do that now 1,000 times. And then once you get that, you better not act like you're comfortable. So I lied. There wasn't no clickbait. I lied. I didn't tell you all the truth. I didn't say to you exactly what our motivation and drive was. I only told you we needed to know the music business. But knowing the music business did not get us where we were today. Which is why when we got in the studio with Dr. Dre and all the different people, we worked harder. We worked longer. We slept in the studio. We was in there 2 and 3 days straight. Drive. Our families home. Big nice house. Driving nice cars. We was working and busting our tail. That's why I work hard now. We get up early, go home late. That's the secret, guys. That's the secret. People use words, don't even understand. Level up. Level up from what? If my standard is here, then I level up from here. Level up from what? Where's your base standard? Where's your base standard? So I'm saying all that to you guys because people will misconstrue it and you'll water it down and you'll say you'll drive and you'll come up with all these different words. And I'm not pooping on you if you said that in the chat and I didn't see it. But I'm saying this because none of it matters when you start saying starvation. Replace the word drive with starvation. Replace the word hustle with baby, hungry. Replace the word big house and succeed with lights getting turned off and my children in the dark. That's real because as a father, that's what I went through. I was comfortable in life. Most people are when you don't have no one to depend on you. But when you're walking the street and you don't know which direction you're going to go or where you're going to lay your head down to be comfortable, because it seems great in theory as a man, I can go out here and it's women. I can walk and I can sleep in my car until it's all taken away from you. And when it's taken away from you, you're weak in existence. Do you realize how much you could have done, should have done, would do if given the opportunity? All the jobs that you wouldn't take, you will now take. All the opportunities you wouldn't jump on, you will now jump on. And now you're going to do it and treat it like you've never done it and treat it before. You're going to take every opportunity. The $5 that you wouldn't, I ain't getting no damn $5 for nothing in my beat. Bro, what's wrong with you? The $5 now is you going to the Dollar Tree or Dollar General and buying some noodles for your children. If you don't think this was real life for us, you sadly mistaken. If you don't think this was the motivation and the real reason behind our success, you're sadly mistaken. If you don't think this is the continued reason why I do what I do now, you're sadly mistaken. My whole existence is for the betterment of my family, for my children, to have me have a peace of mind, knowing that no matter how hard I'm working, no matter how tired the physical body gets, the mental side of my mind says I got to keep going. And only until you find a mate, a sister, a mother, something else that drives you, will you even get it. A friend, you don't have to. It don't have to be mate. It don't have to be family. You can have us. It could be us. It could be us as producers, music millionaires that drive each other. But you got to have something that drives you. You understand? So, with all that said, I'm up for questions now. Let's chop it up in the chat. Let's go hard. Because I want to hear what you have to say. You understand? Well, I have to deal with some stuff with my family right now.